What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
How you doing? Thank you.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
You got some new stuff.
Lots of new stuff now.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Hey, we're here with Kyle. Kyle Madison, 2019 San Ramon Yard Haunt with the boys from Nextdoor.com. Neighborhood Watch.
Neighborhood Watch. This is the place to be, though. You got to check this out. You got to come down. It's new and improved from last year. I didn't think you could do better. I really did.
Well, thank you. I'm always trying to top myself, and for you guys, nothing less than the best.
A lot of stuff jumps out at you, so make sure you hold on to your phones. Yeah.
Yes.
Kyle's not responsible if you drop your phone and lose it. Okay.
Or any hearts that might stop, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
It's a waiver.
Highway to the danger zone.
Alexa, put highway to the danger zone.
Danger Zone from Top Gun original soundtrack by starting now on Amazon Music.
You gotta do a dance.
Dylan,
Come on, dance.
let's get the tires and light the fires.
Would it stop? Taking a break. There you go.
This is the perfect way to start.
Yeah, we should time it where hit play when it starts again.
I can just unplug it after when we're ready.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Come on, Goose.
Yes. Welcome to a Halloween edition of Neighborhood Watch. I'm Matt.
I'm Pat. Happy Halloween.
I'm Abe.
I'm Brett. We got
Special
Kyle.
guest.
How y'all doing,
Back
Kyle?
here.
Right.
Kyle's house.
We're back. I'm dressed as Maverick. I'm ready for my Halloween costume. I thought you just wore Maverick.
What are you talking about? You were cutting the lawn in that
Yeah.
3 days ago.
He washes his car in that thing.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This is his
I thought you were.
workout.
That's my work outfit.
He sweeps the halls at Cal
He's
High.
definitely living in the danger zone.
I'm living in danger zone right now.
Yes.
But guys, we're here back at Kyle's. It's the 15th annual Halloween. What do you call it? Amazing, spectacular setup.
You guys
It's
saw
gotten
the
better
video.
every year. You saw the video in the intro.
Fest.
The Spook Fest, Spooktacular. Kyle, tell us a little bit more about your passion for this and why you always strive to make it better every year.
So when I was younger, I lived down in Manhattan Beach in Los Angeles, and there was a guy about 3 blocks away from my house that did Halloween huge, and my friends and I, we would look forward to it every year, and we loved it. So we'd go over there and we'd wait and see what he was working on, and we'd watch him setting everything up, and we'd go there every night and take a look at everything, and it was just great. So when I moved up here, there was a guy around the corner from us over here on Broadmoor named Lance, who used to do it every year. And I'd go and appreciate it the same way I did when I lived in LA. And then he stopped doing it. And so I was like, well, someone's got to take over. So I started adding little things. I did 15 years ago, I put 3 little characters out there. And then the next year I put 4 more. And then the next year 2 more and 3 more. And before you know it, now we got over 100 characters out there. It's hard to believe, but wow, there's over 100. And we do it really for the kids in the neighborhood, man. Just to see the kids smile and enjoy it, and the neighbors to come and just really get a kick out of it is huge. When I first moved here 15 years ago on Halloween night, we'd be lucky to get 3 or 4 door knocks. Now we get close to 1,000 on Halloween. These gentlemen have been here on a Halloween.
I was here last year at Halloween. It was
busy,
cool.
busy time.
I mean, it's like
a lot of fun.
it's like Woodstock out in
Yeah,
front of the house
fun.
now. So
Well, it's interesting that on a Monday night at 8:30 when we got here, that you had people sitting there actually
Yeah,
driving by,
checking it
stopping,
out.
coming
Yeah,
out on a
getting out
Monday
of the car.
night, which is
And
Yeah.
Halloween is still a week and a half away,
Yeah.
2 weeks away. So,
Yeah.
we got a lot of activity out here. And it's interesting because there was a post
Yep, I was gonna bring that up.
on Nextdoor about Halloween displays. Where could you go see cool Halloween displays? Somebody chimed in and said they didn't think there should be strobe lights or scary figures. So they were getting a little PC on there, and
Yeah.
there were
They
some
haven't been to
comments
Halloween
back and
before?
forth. Come on.
Well,
Halloween is
it's
supposed to be
interesting,
scary
Pat, they
and
said
fun.
they said that Halloween should be for the kids, but Kyle just described he does this for the kids.
Right.
So I don't think anyone's complained in the 15 years you've done this, or you would stop doing this. You know.
And we had a group of kids out here. I think the youngest one might have been 5 or 6.
Oh, it's
a
laughing
couple
time.
of them, they were
Yeah.
laughing, having a good time. So I don't think they're going to go home and have nightmares
Yeah.
about Pennywise.
It was amazing to see their faces too, like as they went around and looked at each thing, and you really got to go around 3 or 4 times, right? Because every time you miss something, so it's very cool.
Do you your kids are at the young age?
Yeah.
Do you remember doing this last year?
Yeah, no, they loved it. They thought it was great.
Awesome.
You know, that's the whole point of Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Is to-
Yeah, and this signifies like the holiday season, really. You know, so it's like
Right.
starting to be fun. You're with your friends and your family. I mean, Kyle is a friend to the Neighborhood Watch. I asked if we could come and do another. He didn't hesitate. I mean, he put a great spread.
Yeah.
Him and his wife
Thank you,
did.
Tom.
Wife, she just delivered some wine.
Some more
Very much. She
wine.
was
I
out
mean,
of the
this
picture,
is
but
what it's all about.
It's about making new friends and maintaining those relationships and developing community.
are you
I mean,
kidding? Fish sticks,
got
meatballs,
fish sticks
and broccoli?
meatballs.
I mean,
broccoli.
really?
And was it a beef skewer or
Yeah.
Thai skewer?
Thai beef skewers. My wife is Thai, and the food is fantastic.
Oh man, it sure is.
So
Yeah, this is amazing. We appreciate what you do, and we
Thanks.
wanted to advertise. The last episode, we let everyone know the address ahead of time.
yeah.
And it's great.
Well,
For
let's
those of you watching right now,
want to repeat the address?
yeah, why don't you tell us, everybody out there, the address?
So it's 7276 Sedgefield Avenue on the corner of Sedgefield and Butte. It's hard to miss. Plus, my neighbor behind me is trying to keep up with the Joneses. He has a nice, solid second place this year, so it looks good over there.
That's good. You're
Yeah,
making him
fantastic.
step up his game.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, right.
contagious.
That's what I at this point I just put a sign that says "ditto," you know, and point it over.
Just point to Kyle.
Yeah.
But,
Thanks, guys.
yeah, some great new displays and interactive too. A little bit of interaction going on with some things you could press and step on. To
Yeah.
get
So in the
some of
montage,
yeah.
I put focus where you actually
Sweet.
can step on the step on, and then a guy gets electrocuted in a wheelchair. Pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Nice.
I mean, come on, that's pretty cool.
Might scare a
It
little
is.
one, but yeah.
Well, you know what? No, it should actually motivate your children to do well in school.
Yeah.
That's really what it's all for. We got two guys
awesome.
in electric chairs out there. This is what happens if you don't study.
You get in the electric chair.
Exactly.
So you said you have 100?
Yeah, there's 100 minimum individual characters. Last month, maybe I need to work a little bit more because I seem to have too much time on my hands, but we stretched out all of the wires, and actually it equaled out to about a quarter mile of electrical cords.
How long did it take you to
Yeah.
set it up?
It takes, see, that's an interesting question. So I get two very interesting questions, and that's
Okay.
the first one. How long does it take to set it up? It takes me about 8 hours, so it's about a full day.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I'll spend about 2 hours a day for 4 days.
Okay, so it's over 4 days.
Yeah, and then of course I always add a little bit. I got to walk around through the day, make sure the fog machines are going off right, and there's a little bit of maintenance while the show's going on. So
Yeah, sure.
about 8 hours is what it takes to set everything up. Everyone asks me how long it took to collect everything. 15 years. And then a lot of people ask me where I store it all. And you guys can take a little shot on your way out. I store it all in an 8x10
That's
storage
amazing.
unit
Wow.
behind you.
Yeah, it's not
all
that
of
big,
that
but
ends up
wow,
in there.
that's
so a
insane.
lot of it folds down, goes back into boxes, deflates, so on and so forth. But that 8x10 storage unit behind us, which you guys take a picture of to show
Yep.
people,
Yep,
is where
we'll
it
get it.
all goes.
great.
Yeah.
I can't
So-
believe you do it in 8 hours.
Yeah,
I mean, that's amazing.
Well,
Practice, huh?
Yeah, practice. You do
Yeah.
it enough.
Well, you
becomes
got to
kind of
set
routine.
like
got
where
your
you want
system
things to
down.
go. You know.
Yeah.
Do you remember from years past, or do you just as you do it, you're like, I think this is where I want it?
I try to change it up a little bit every year. I mean, I always put like the zombie guy in the front because I think that's
TV, yeah.
an attention getter. And I always try to change it up a little bit each year and
you're-
add
Yeah.
new things.
And you're setting up like in the times kind of things. Like you added Pennywise last year.
Uh-huh.
You have a much improved Pennywise
Yeah,
this year.
this is Pennywise. That was Pennywise 2.0.
Yeah.
This is Pennywise 4.0, and he's a grabber. He's a reacher, so be careful.
Yeah.
Also,
Game of Thrones.
make sure if you take video of Pennywise, hold your phone or camera firmly in your hand. I'm not responsible for any dropped photographic items.
Yes.
just so you know.
Lost items, dropped items, things
Yeah.
down
And then,
sewer.
yeah, you were saying
It's not
Game of
this guy.
Thrones.
Yes, Game of
We got the
Thrones.
White Walker King out
Yeah,
there this
yeah.
year. And then you guys maybe mentioned some things that stood out to you that you liked the
Oh,
most.
the Little Shop of Horrors are new for this
Yeah.
year.
We got some man-eating
that.
plants, so try to keep your hands on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, because he's hungry.
Oh, absolutely.
And you got a whole section for the clowns, right? A whole section.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
It is called a carn evil, and so all the people that are creeped out by clowns, there's clowns on one side, and then as we go back around, there's a witches. A covent.
Yes.
So you got a bunch of witches on the other side, which is kind of fun. And then we just have, just kind of, bits and pieces of
Yeah, zombies.
Electric chairs.
zombies. We
Electric
got
chairs,
Captain
we said.
Spaulding from the House of a Thousand Corpses. Some people thought he was just a weird clown. Some people said John Wayne Gacy with makeup on. Anyways, it's Captain Spaulding.
Hey, so if you guys have anything that you want to donate and you want to get rid of, this is the guy to turn
stuff.
to. Like Halloween stuff, not
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He
Not-
doesn't need.
We've got enough couches.
not lawn chairs or
Old
like
furniture.
Halloween decorations that you want to get rid of. I'm sure this man would love to add it to his thing next
No
year.
puppies, please.
No puppies, no
No puppies
no
or
old
cats
clothes.
or children.
He's not savers.
Yeah.
We got enough children.
Yeah. And all of a sudden tomorrow morning you got all these people dropping off stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Kyle.
My pleasure, guys.
Um,
Thank
yeah,
you.
but we had a blast being here, guys, and it was
Yeah.
great. We want to get into a couple other things and see what Kyle thinks about it. But Pat, there was some pretty crazy posts out there this week.
Yeah, I mean, there's we're San Ramon, we're a diverse community. A lot of married is a bedroom community, but there's also people looking for new friends and looking for love.
In all the
I
wrong
guess I
places.
could say, yeah, the wrong places. It's on there. So, old Liz Jones, she wants to. I don't know if she's old, but Liz Jones wants to. She wants to know if you have a hot tub and if you're 420 friendly. So if you like the little sticky icky, and have a hot tub, she just wants to make new friends. Doesn't say if she's males or females. Her back is
anyone with a
killing
hot
her.
tub, yeah.
She's tired of the commute.
Maybe someone who
sitting
can
in the
actually
car.
do massages.
Yeah, maybe you're a masseuse who has a
Yeah.
hot tub and likes the ganja. It's illegal now, so why not, right?
And then Pat,
I've got some
what
interesting
happened?
points.
There
This
was
was a post?
yeah, it was a post.
Oh, there, I might have
Yeah.
missed
That's
that one.
why that guy. who
Brett
wrote-
has a hot tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I do massages.
Hey,
Is that
I got a
4:20
wife
in the
though, too.
afternoon or in
Yeah,
the evening? I'm not-
420 friendly PM. Yeah.
Who's got a hot tub is 420 friendly and wants to make new friends? Smiley face. My back is killing me. I've been driving way too much this week.
But then we have
I know I'm
there was
stating the
another guy,
obvious.
No, this is a girl, and then a
so,
guy
Yeah, so
asked, "Is there any girls out there that want to get together?" So
why
Pat
don't they- those
recommended.
two get together?
Yeah, Pat recommended them.
So-
though.
because
I see you like a I get it.
Yes.
Come
he's a
together.
match made in heaven right here, dude.
Scott Davidson. This is just a day later. Any women need anything. In need of a woman who needs my connection and or friendship on any level. I listen and refill what's depleted. And that guy got his chops busted. A lot of people were mad. They're like, this isn't the platform. Why are you doing it here?
Maybe
I-
he'll fill her 420.
Well, I recommend, I said, dude, if you got a hot tub and like the weed, call Liz.
Yeah.
Trying to match me.
Yeah. And then also you can also check Match.com, I believe.
It's now
Might be the-
Or
sponsored.
isn't there
better-
Tinder?
better
I've
place.
heard of Tinder before.
Yeah.
Isn't there
Tinder.
Yeah, or Tinder.
But here's the thing: people said there was a lot of comments going, there's no place for this on Nextdoor. You shouldn't do this here. But if you scroll through, every other ad is Match.com
Yeah.
advertising on Nextdoor.
I don't think
What do you think about that, Abe?
I think this is an interesting segue. we're
What do you
going
think,
into
Abe?
uncharted
Yeah,
territory.
this is the uncharted territory.
We are. This is not the crime and community matters. This is just a topic. I
Well,
mean,
it's Halloween, right?
What's happened?
It's this
The
is
crazies come out.
The crazies come out, yeah.
I don't know. Is Nextdoor, is that where Nextdoor should be, though? I mean, don't they have... Sorry.
Yeah, there's
I'll
like-
be the
Well,
Debbie Downer.
I argue that it's all neighborhood stuff, right? So if you're trying to connect with your neighbors,
so.
what better way to connect with your
Sure,
neighbors
you
than
never
in a
know.
hot tub?
That guy wasn't really specific. He might want to, like, take out her garbage or something.
I mean,
That's
somebody
true.
suggested
I'd
that
like
his
him to
phone
take my
got
garbage
stolen.
out.
Anyway, that post got taken down, and we just had some fun with it. I thought it was funny. I think a lot of people got a kick out of
Yeah,
it.
it was... I don't
Well,
know.
It wasn't offensive. It
Pat.
didn't violate any of the rules.
Pat, if he truly meant this, then it's sad that he got kind of cyberbullied to take it down.
Right. right.
If that, what he tried to get out there was innocent, turned into like, are you serious, man?
Or
Well-
someone just stole his phone.
Yeah.
which is-
Probably what happened.
Yeah. Speaking of cyberbullying, there's a lot of that goes on the Nextdoor posts. I mean, people get pretty angry at people.
When you're behind
we've
your
talked about
keyboard,
this.
you can say anything.
Yeah, you just got to
Don't
remember
like
it's
it
your
is,
neighbors.
man.
Yeah.
It's your close neighbors you're talking to.
You lost
Do it
that
on
other
Reddit.
feeling, man.
As a,
So we
Anonymous.
didn't ask our guest.
Yes.
this question. Our host.
Well, thank you.
yeah, our host.
Yeah. So
I'm a ghost.
a host.
A guest host.
He's
Our
the host
ghost
of the
host.
hostess.
A guest host is a ghost, right?
Kyle, have you spent any time over at the new city center?
I have.
What do you think about it?
I like it. I think it's good for San Ramon. I think it's good for families. It seems to be pretty kid friendly, unless they have to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
I'm
hungry.
You got some places there that are a little pricey, but that's what you. I mean, it's no different than going to downtown Walnut Creek.
There you go.
Yeah.
You go to downtown.
Have you been Friday at the lot? Friday night they do the
Uh-huh.
music and
Yeah.
if you have drinks by the fire, that's
Yeah.
a really nice.
Check
Right.
that out. Went up to the movie theaters upstairs and just walked all around. We ate at the Slanted Door.
There you go.
Nice.
So
I
we're
still haven't
trying
been.
to we're trying to give them our business.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
get over there. I think it's great for San Ramon. I think that again we're talking about looking at Nextdoor, and I see so many people that are like, I don't know, it's not political. It's a matter of leisure time and enjoyment.
Well,
So-
you're right. I think there's a post about every third week, a new post about the city center.
How they don't
Yeah.
like the way it
Like
looks.
they didn't read the other thread, and there's people that don't like the way it looks, and I get that. It's a style thing.
different, yeah.
It's designed differently, but there's almost people out there like they want it to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
It would be horrible for the city, for tax revenues, just for a lot of reasons for
yeah.
that thing to fail and for businesses to go in and out. We want to,
Because you don't like the way it looks.
yeah.
How many times do you want to go out but you don't want to drive like far, right? You have somewhere like, oh cool, I can go to social affair, I can go to the lot, I can go to dinner. That Japanese place is opening pretty soon.
Yeah,
And it's somewhere close, and it's something better to have than not have, right? San Ramon's always like, oh, it's boring, there's nothing to do. I think the hottest thing is Buffalo Wild Wings, right? So, like, now you have something to go,
Well,
Yeah,
you
they
know-
got entertainment going. They schedule entertainment a couple times a week too. There's always
Yeah.
something going on.
Well, let's just keep it real. It's the closest thing San Ramon has to a downtown.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Wait a
what
long
city
time.
doesn't want a downtown?
And it
And guess what?
keeps
Here's
money
the
here.
great thing about downtown. You don't have to go downtown.
Yeah.
You
So
can
if
stay
you're,
at home.
if you're not into that type of thing and you don't want to be in that kind of environment or you don't like the way it looks, you don't have to go.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying that because it's the same thing out here with the Halloween. I've had some people say, oh, there's some scary things out there. I don't know if my kids will like it. You don't have to
go.
stop.
There you go.
Right.
You know, you can keep
Great
driving
point.
by if you want.
And
It's
that
a
cracks me up
matter
with
of
even
choice.
people taking time to comment on people's posts that obviously they don't agree with. Like, don't go to the post. You know, if you don't like
Yeah,
this
go-
topic, then
yeah,
don't go
bypass
to
it.
it.
You don't have to read it.
It's the internet trolls, man.
Well, and with the
Exactly.
respect to the city center, I think a couple of things we talked about. You know, Abe and I have talked about it. Like, they opened early. We all know that. They opened in a rush last year, and it's going to evolve. Things will go in and out. You know, and there's going to be more things that are coming that we know, like the steakhouse. And it's phase one of a bigger
Yeah,
plan for San Ramon to add more retail over there. It's not
Oh,
just
wow.
all going to be in the city center. So.
No, I think like we said, we went on investigation, right? And we went to a number of establishments, and
Yeah.
we enjoyed them all. So if you've been down there and maybe you had a bad experience, go back, right? Because there's a lot more that's
Yeah, they're
filled
brand
in,
new. They're still
and there's more coming.
Yep.
Right. So every time we go down there, we find something
Oh,
new.
hopefully
And
we
talked
get.
to our buddy Don O'Brien,
Yep.
who's going to be on the show, maybe.
Where is
Yeah.
he?
He's
He's
in the
ready,
green
right?
room.
Oh. Yeah,
he's
he's
in the
ready.
green room, waiting to get on.
Don loves it. He found the bunny.
Yeah, he found the bunny. He's also outside looking at the lights right now, but we'll get him on before the show
sorry,
ends.
we had to bump you for Kyle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah.
Sorry, sir.
You'll get at the end, like, you know.
It's just my season.
Maybe one day we'll get Don on, but yeah, he's waiting again.
Next holiday.
Next holiday. But yeah, guys, again, this was, we want to thank you for hosting us.
Don't mention it. My pleasure, guys.
It's fantastic. You know, we're going to go.
Couple things I want to mention.
Yeah.
The things that happened. So the brewery, the golf course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Canyon Lakes.
Oh, Canyon Lakes?
Yeah, doing their
26.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I think it's this weekend. And also the lot's doing a costume party. Someone was asking about
really?
where to go, you know, for a costume party. Well, they have a costume
on
party.
that day.
Well, you'll post that on there. It's coming up.
We went down to the. We went to.
But you know, wear your costume and there's like a prizes and stuff like that. And I saw the lots. You got their weekly email. You guys are on that, right?
Yeah.
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 And we went down to the Canyon Lakes last year for October.
Yeah, it
We
was
had
a lot of fun.
You guys had a great
I
time.
think we're the last ones there.
That was a really it was a good time. Bocce and
Yeah.
food.
I would say
beer.
get there early because it got busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cal High homecomings this week.
Oh, yeah.
So we got Cal High homecoming
On Friday.
We'll have footage of the parade.
yeah.
Matt will be out there. I'm
Oh, you're
traveling,
gone.
I'll be
Yeah, yeah.
back. But parade, go support Cal High this Friday. I'll have information on a Fright Night or Fright Fest, something the kids at Cal High are doing. My daughter's involved, so we'll get that out there.
Neat.
Yeah, it's a great time.
So the dance is on Saturday and the
85-degree
game's on
weather.
Friday.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank
deal.
you.
5-degree weather. Go.
Kyle, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Kyle.
Oh, my pleasure.
Need
Bull.
check it out.
power on.
Come on
Don,
down, check it out.
What's the address one more time?
7276 Sedgefield Avenue.
Nice
All right,
job.
nice.
Oh,
Boom.
one other
got it.
thing.
One
One
other
other thing. The hours.
Yes, that's
This
important.
is important. So, but in the weekdays, from Monday through Thursday, we do it from 6 to 8 p.m. weather, wind permitting. On the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we go from 6 to 9. And on Halloween, we're going to go from 6 to 10:30. So I've had some people that have personally messaged me
Great.
saying, "Hey, you weren't open when I drove by." Well, they drove by at 11:30 on a Tuesday. So, you know, out of courtesy for my neighbors, they've been very respectful with, you know, foot traffic and cars driving by over the years. I try to shut down at a reasonable
Yeah.
hour as a courtesy. So
That's good. That's
Good
a good
neighbor.
neighbor.
Yep.
So,
I try.
Like a
Have
good
a great
neighbor,
week, guys.
State Farm is there.
Are you
Sorry,
in good
Don.
hands?
Peace.
we'll get you next time, Donnie.